YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to Boxing with Chris. If it's first time here, make sure you forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I'm back. And I'm back to talk some boxing. Kind of a hectic week, but I got to bring you that recap. Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin. We know Gervonta Davis knocked out Frank Martin in the 8th round, improving him to 30-0 with 28 wins coming by way of knockout, giving Frank Martin his first defeat. Now stands, if I'm not mistaken, at 18-1. And from the beginning of the fight, something that we always known about Gervonta Davis, he's going to give away the early rounds while he download the data. I'm starting to feel that maybe he should stop giving away more than 4 rounds. I think maybe 2 or 3, and you start to make it a fight. But he gave away actually the first 4 to maybe even 5 rounds. But in the beginning of the 5th, it looked like he started to close the distance without throwing anything of significance. The experience definitely played a factor. And definitely after the 6th round, the game plan for Frank Martin was falling apart. He just inexperienced, and at moments, to be honest, you don't want to talk bad about a fighter, but he looked kind of scared. Way too much respect for giving way too much respect to Tank on his power. Tank would just faint, and the dude would just take 2 to 3 steps back, being himself in danger. Tank would actually smile sometimes, basically knowing that you got too much respect for me, which I think too much respect can also cost you. He wasn't staying off the ropes after the 5th round. He boxed beautifully the first couple of rounds. Wasn't landing anything hard, but enough to keep Tank honest. And then Tank was just coming forward, applying the pressure mentally until he started to apply the pressure physically between midway points of the 6th round. And the 7th round is when he really started to turn it up. We can feel and see the fight changing hands within the snap of a finger. And then we obviously know that in the 8th round, he had the beautiful stoppage set up by a lead left uppercut, followed by an overhand left that put Frank Martin lights out. And I just got to say, man, shout out to Gervonta Davis. Great win. Shout out to Frank Martin. Valiant effort. This was just outclassed by experience in all other ways. Tank knew what he was doing. But we got to jump in for the Tank. Bruh, 30 years old, basically, bruh. It's time for these big fights. It's time for these Vasyl Lomachenkos. It's time for the Teofimos. It's time for the Shakur Stevensons. It's time for the Devin Haney's. It's time for Pitbull Cruz. Maybe even attain a Ryan Garcia rematch. But we need to see him in big fights in 2025. I do believe he'll take the rest of the year off. People are really talking about him and Lomachenko. But let's see, a lot of these fighters aren't fighting twice a year. And if they're fighting, it's usually a surprise. A lot of time in between. You'll see them fight at the beginning and then at the end of the year. So hopefully this fight was June 15th, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully we can get these. He didn't take any punishment. Hopefully we can get Gervonta back in the ring no later than 2nd week of November, hopefully. It will be even better to see him back mid-October. I don't think he took a lot of punishment, like I said. But that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's your boy Chris. You know what to do. Keep it 8 more than 92. And I'm going to see y'all soon. Peace.